Are you questioning everything right now? Your purpose, your relationship, your dreams. One minute you're lit up and you're ready to go, and the next minute you're spiraling in self-doubt. You're not losing it. It's a cosmic thing. Mercury went retrograde in Leo, and Neptune went retrograde in Aries, and these two energies are working together to shake up your soul for a reason. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Empress Moon Tarot 777. I'm Ocean Moonflower, your intuitive guide, astrologer, and your cosmic support system through this beautiful chaos. Today we're diving into the heart of this energetic storm. Mercury went retrograde in Leo yesterday. I'm recording on the evening of the 19th, so on the 17th/18th, it went in retrograde in the sign of Leo, and Neptune was already retrograde in the sign of Aries, which also started this month. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the month. And this combination is revealing some deep truths about what you want, what you fear, and what's no longer aligned with your spirit. So if you've been feeling off center, stuck, or questioning everything, this video is your spiritual check-in. So let's get started. Let's talk about this a little bit. Let's break it down. What exactly is this energy? We talk about Mercury retrograde often. It's blamed for literally freaking everything, right? But Mercury retrograde isn't just about miscommunication. It's a pause of your self-expression, and Leo rules the heart, creativity, in identity and pride during this Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is asking you, are you speaking from ego or from your soul? It's really causing all of us to have to kind of go back and look at how we're interacting with others, what it is that we desire, and how are we presenting ourselves? Where is it coming from? Neptune went retrograde at the beginning of the month in Aries. I believe it was on the 4th. And Neptune rules our dreams and our illusions. This retrograde dissolves fantasy and reveals truth. Let me restate that. It dissolves fantasy and reveals truth. In Aries, this truth comes super fast and it burns really hot. You may feel like you're being cracked open, but that's all about shedding who you are not. Together, these two energies are like peeling back layers of who you thought you were to finally hear what your soul is whispering. Are you listening? That's the big question. Are you listening? So here's some symptoms you might be feeling with this duality that's occurring right now. You may be feeling unclear about your path in life. You may be feeling uncertain about your job, your direction, the things that you want to do. What's going to happen next? Is it going to all work out? You may be questioning your relationships or creative direction. So you may be wondering who's aligned and who's not aligned with your future path. You may be wondering, are you making the right creative choices? Are you going in the right direction? You may be feeling like you're faking it or performing rather than living. So you may be feeling like, for those of you that are trying to start something new creative or build something new business-wise, you may feel that sense of imposter syndrome, right? In your relationships, you may feel like you're faking happiness or you're faking, being content rather than living. And so there's this focus on what is your real identity? What is your real desires? What is it that you really want? And who do you want in that boat with you? So creative blocks may be coming as well. So you may feel super blocked in trying to, put your creative ideas in order. And there could be some wild inspiration that you don't really know how to ground that wild inspiration, how to get started, where to go from here. So a lot of energies are playing about. There's also, because of Mercury retrograde and Neptune retrograde, there's a sense of nostalgia kind of creeping in, and also a confusion about the future. Some bright ideas that you once had that you might have shelved, maybe resurfacing because of the Neptune retrograde. And then, Mercury retrograde brings people back into your life. People you may not want in your life. People you may want to say something to or communicate with, but, maybe they're not aligned with your current path anymore. Maybe there's a focus on whether or not these people belong or don't belong in your life. So a lot of energies are taking place in the present moment, and you may be feeling very out of sorts, and that's okay. Honor those feelings. Honor the fact that you feel out of sorts. Know that you're not the only person who's sitting in cosmic fog right now. So let's get practical and mystical for a minute. Here's some ways that you can kind of deal with these energies and help you to get through them, okay? Number one, and we say this so many times over, and we often forget it because life gets busy, life gets messy, life gets full. But meditate with intention, even if you've only got 1 or 2 minutes, right? 3 or 4. If anybody's connected to me on Instagram, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Ocean Moonflower. And if you're connected with me on Instagram, you'll see that I was listening to the hand pan today. So there was some guys that were using the hand pan, and I was allowing that energy to kind of create a meditative space while I worked in my apartment. So you don't always have to be, sitting cross-legged in a specific hand mudra, right? Like, you don't always have to be doing something like that to meditate. You could just very simply allow your mind to be still. Allow your mind to be still. Allow spirit to speak. And take a few moments of pause away from the hectic stress and the difficulties and the chaos that are surrounding you right now. And when you're meditating with intention during these 2 retrogrades, ask for your spirit guides or whomever you trust to guide you to show you the truth that you are afraid to see. That's the whole importance of these retrogrades. Show you the truth that you're afraid to see. I would use essential oils of lavender or frankincense, something like that. Sit in silence and let your higher self speak to you. Allow the messages to come, allow the guidance to come. It may not come immediately. These energies are going to play out over the course of weeks, so it may not occur immediately, but set an intention to meditate for truth and clarity, because that's what you need right now with these energies, truth and clarity. Something else that would be very good to do, we talk about it all the time, but do you actually sit down and do it? Some people do, some people don't. Journal. Journal prompts for soul clarity are very, very powerful. Sit down with a journal and ask yourself these questions. What would I choose if no one else was watching? So this is important because you need to be on your soul path, right? What would you choose if no one else was watching? Whose validation might you have been seeking in the past, and whose validation do you need to release now? Because it doesn't matter. Only your view of yourself matters right now. So what would you choose if no one else is watching? Here's another prompt for you. Where am I pretending to be okay just to maintain the image? So are you presenting yourself in a way that is not authentic to you, that is not part of your authentic voice, that is not part of your authentic direction, that does not align with your soul, with your spirit? Where are you pretending to be okay to maintain an image? That's a tough one. That's going to really make you think. Here's another journal prompt for you during these 2 retrogrades. What version of me am I ready to outgrow? That's pretty thought-provoking. Are you willing to outgrow a version of yourself that you once held tightly to? Because these 2 retrogrades are really pushing you to let some aspect of yourself go that's no longer serving you, that is not for your highest good, that is only causing you problems and difficulties as you move forward towards your destined path, towards your purpose, towards what's for your higher good. And you have to be willing to let that go and to grow and to become somebody else. It's not that you will become somebody else per se, but to become a different version of yourself and to be okay with that. Growth, I've always had this kind of viewpoint, and some people may agree with it, some people may not. I don't really care because for me, it's a truth. And that truth is, if you're not growing, you're dying. So you have to be consistently in motion for change and growth, because therein lies the beauty in life. As you grow, you see things differently. As you grow, new experiences come to you. As you grow and you learn and you develop, you open up the opportunities, or the door for the opportunities to come towards you. So you should always be growing. You should always be learning. You should always be open to new perspectives, new directions, other ideas, learning something new, changing and allowing the old you that no longer serves you to fall away and the new you to surface and emerge. And I feel like growth is exceedingly important. It's important to you individually. It's important to your relationships. It's important to your family, to your career, everything. Always be growing. So one thing that you can do during these 2 retrogrades is to reclaim your fire. There could have been something that you let go of, a desire, a purpose, a hope, a dream that you let go of, that you did not allow yourself to pursue. And now might be the time to say, okay, do that one bold, heart-led thing. Lead with your heart. Do that one bold, heart-led thing to create, to perform, to express yourself in some way. It doesn't matter if it's messy. It only matters that it's real and it's expressing your truth, your heart-led thing, your creation, your whatever it is that you want to express. Reclaim your fire. Find your sparkle again, as they say, glow up. Find your glow. Find that inner fire that's going to drive you forward through these 2 retrogrades and into the new you. Another thing to do during these 2 retrogrades would be to cleanse your third eye and your solar plexus chakra. Third eye, it's right here. Solar plexus, everybody knows where that is. If you've ever gotten a gut punch as a kid, when you got into a fight at the schoolyard, you know where that solar plexus is. Those 2 areas should be cleansed. For the solar plexus, you want to consider the colors yellow, eating bananas, wearing yellow, having something yellow nearby, using a citrine crystal, the sound bowls, singing sound bowls, as I'm going to be using sound bowls for all of the videos that I'm going to be releasing over the next couple days. I managed to get through 3 of them, but I have to put the videos, put all the segments together. So they may not be out tonight as I had hoped. It'll probably be tomorrow. But this will help with both clarity and confidence. The solar plexus chakra has to do with our confidence. It's finding your self-confidence again. It's releasing anything negative that somebody has said to you that has made you feel less than worthy, less than capable. It's recognizing that you have the bravery, you have the strength to be able to pursue these goals or this dream or this desire or this heart-led thing, right? It's recognizing that you are pretty darn amazing. If nobody's told you today, you're an amazing person. There's something unique about you that makes you you. And embrace that. Embrace that. It's your superpower, You're amazing. You're a rock star. Remember that, rock star. And then your third eye is what brings clarity, right? It allows you to intuitively divine what it is that you need to do going forward from here. It allows you to gain messages from your higher self, to be able to utilize those clairs, for those of you that are strongly intuitive, to utilize those clairs to guide you and drive you forward. So those are 2 areas that you really should be working on. Third eye and solar plexus. Solar plexus associated with the color yellow. third eye associated with the color light violet purple. Okay, so those are some ways to deal with this energy. Some affirmations that you may want to consider are: I release the need to know everything right now, right? Just let it go. You don't need to know everything in this moment. Sometimes you just need to go where the energy takes you. You need to go where your intuition is guiding you. I trust my desires to evolve is another good affirmation. My truth is unfolding and I welcome it with love. I love that one. My truth is unfolding and I welcome it with love. What truth is unfolding for you? What truth are you willing to allow to come into your world? Are you willing to allow to be seen, to show you something that perhaps you didn't want to see or you feared seeing in the past? Embrace it. Mercury retrograde in Leo is burning through the noise. Neptune retrograde in Aries is revealing the illusions. These are within yourself, your desires, and your past. It's okay to not know what you want today. And it's okay to let go of the old dream. Just be willing to get quiet enough to hear the new one rising. It is rising. Like a phoenix, it is rising. If this message resonated with you at all, I'd love to hear what's coming up for you. I'd love to hear what you're going through. Are you feeling the chaos? Tell me down below you're feeling the chaos, but you're not embracing it. You know, comment. I read all of your comments. I have always read all of your comments. So drop a comment down below and let me know, what truth are you beginning to hear more clearly right now? What truth are you beginning to hear more clearly right now? You're not lost, my dear ones. You're not lost. You are awakening. Embrace the awakening. Embrace the rising. Embrace the new you. Subscribe for more cosmic guidance. And if you're ready for a personal reading, you know where to find me, EmpressMoonTarot.com or OceanMoonflower.com. Follow me over on Instagram, Ocean Moonflower. Until next time, trust your intuition, speak from your heart, and the fog will lift. Love and light, mahalo, and until our next video, kiss, kiss from Ocean, ta-ta from now.